Welcome to Locals in the Loop podcast. I'm with Connor and Sarah from Veratie. Thank you for joining me. And firstly, where did you guys come from? Kind of just popped up with some epic music. And I've never heard about you before.
Yeah, I guess we kicked off, like we're both Sunshine Coast locals, we kicked off in 2021 and it actually came out of a uni project. So I was studying music at USC and there was a project that came up that we had to play at the Met for a uni thing. And so I put out there on this local Sunshine Coast musicians page, looking for someone who's keen on like your Linkin Park, Evanescence style of music. And I think from there, Sarah.
Yeah, so it was actually my dance teacher saw this ad pop up on our musicians page and looking for a female vocalist and listed all of these influences. I'm like, I love that band and that band and that band and that band. And at that time I wasn't feeling quite ready to sort of step into music, but I said, even if I don't end up in this band, I need to meet this dude, like he just seems cool. So I went with no expectations and met with Connor and sat through some tracks and we just hit it off like straight away. So the rest was history basically. We kind of started writing some music together and that's where we started to be.
Wow, there you go. And then, so have you been doing like local gigs or?
Yeah, we've been all over the place really. So we've had some Sunshine Coast gigs, so Northern's Music Factory, here at the Presynct where we're filming today.
We're at the beautiful Presynct.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's like a lovely ambiance around it.
So have you performed here before?
Yeah, a couple of times.
Oh, there you go. Well, I'm so in the loop.
We've also headed down Gold Coast Way, most days at Cockhouse.
In Brisbane.
Yeah, so
the
trip was amazing. So we got to play with some amazing international acts. Northern Black,
That's so cool.
Devilskin, among others. So it was a mad experience. Yeah.
That's so cool. And then you haven't, so this is your first song coming out.
Mm-hmm.
You have released on Sunday, 1st of September.
That's right.
That's so cool. And then you're going to have, you have an EP or album?
10-track album.
10-track album?
Oh, that's awesome. And you're going to waterfall it? Do the whole Spotify thing?
Yeah. So we're going to have some singles drop every couple months, and then leading into next year we'll have that album drop.
Oh, how exciting! Because I was a huge Paramore Evanescence fan when I was like 13. I listened to it. I was like, wow, it takes me back. It's like super catchy. It's so good.
Thank you so much.
It is.
I love it. So you wrote that one together?
Yeah, most of our stuff. All of our stuff really.
Yeah.
We've written together. So Connor and I are kind of the core of the band, and it starts with us too. We kind of collaborate. How would you describe it?
Yeah. So I think with all these songs we've done, they've all kind of started, or at least for me, as like a track. So I do the beat making. So I sat down, broke the guitar, did the like MIDI drums for it all, the little synths and sample stuff, and then I think Sarah was writing notes on her side, and then when I'd send her the track, she'd then go and write the lyrics and we'd catch up and do the vocals for it. But like for these songs, they've gone through so many iterations.
Version 25.
Yeah, like the minimum we've done is probably 3 versions, and I think that's this first song coming out.
Yeah.
The max we went up to was like 10 different versions.
Yeah, just
Rewriting.
always refining. Yeah.
Always refining.
That's so good though, because you can tell it's a super clean track. Yeah. And then, so who have you been like your musical influences?
I'll let you lead this
For this one?
I suppose you kind of go on a journey, like you never stay done.
Definitely. Like I've had a bit of a range of tastes. Like when I was really young, Linkin Park was kind of the thing amongst my extended family that was played a lot, so that kind of gets ingrained in me. But going through, I guess, kind of school and uni, that shifted a heap to a lot of like punk rock, so like Offspring, Green Day, into more like reggae, like Ocean Alley, really love that. But I kind of keep coming back to that early 2000s, like your Linkin Park, Evanescence, System of a Down, like all that kind of new metal, alternative rock is my jam.
How would you describe new metal? This is another new genre.
Yeah, it's
or just keep adding on like new to all the genres.
It's a complete melting pot, isn't it? It's hip hop, it's metal, even you can hear a little bit of funk in there. Like it is just a complete its own beast altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when it first came out, people just didn't know what it was.
Because like I'm always scared of playing like metal, but it's not metal really.
It's a mishmash.
Yeah.
I think there's something for everyone in new metal.
Yeah. It
Definitely.
is true.
Yeah.
Like it appeals to all the senses. Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
And then how about you? What sort of music do you listen to?
Oh wow! So I grew up listening to soul and blues in my family.
That explains your vocal.
I do, like, sometimes it comes through my voice a little bit.
Yeah.
But also, so I started there, but then I added, I guess, punk and metal in there as well. So my influences are very, very broad, from very early blues all the way through to similar influences to Connor, so the new metal influences like Presynct, a little bit of a pop punk, I love Paramore, and more recently, totally vibe with Spirit Box. I think they're amazing.
Oh yeah, yes, Spirit Box.
Oh yeah, I do. They're brilliant.
Oh, that's so good. And so do you play any instruments?
I don't. I'm a vocalist, but Connor, you cover a few bases.
Yeah. I'm sort of like the jack of all trades, master of none. Like,
Oh yeah, I'm good at that too. Yeah.
yeah. It's a bit of guitar when we play live, a little bit of vocals, but whenever I'm at home, it's just like the plug software, plug guitar in, plug bass in, just doodle out some stuff.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. And then, so you've got other people in your band.
Yeah, so we've got really what Connor and I are sort of called at the moment.
Yeah.
But we're definitely working in some lovely
Hey.
people.
What are you looking for?
So we're working in a drummer.
Yeah.
So he's definitely locked in for some gigs.
Yeah.
And we're really just keeping our options open at the moment.
Yeah.
I think
That are organically.
Yeah. And that's us. Like, we're very much we're a family, and we like to keep it a family. So when we bring people into the band, we're looking for
The right sort of person.
yeah, the right person to fit.
Yeah.
So we take our time with it, and yeah, it'll all unfold, as you said, organically.
Yeah. I once had a boss ages ago, and it was always like, hire slow, fire fast.
Yeah.
There you go. Hire slow. Oh, awesome. And then your video clip. It's so cool. How did I was like, this looks really fun to film.
Oh, it was. it was amazing because we kind of roped in connections and friends and family that we already had, and I was so grateful for that there was all these people willing to go on this world ride with us. We got cold and messy and covered in mud and ash, and we filmed it actually on a friend's property with a whole lot of my performance friends. So I also belly dance. And fly performance as well. So
You're also the jack of all trades.
so I brought some of those lovely people on board, and oh my gosh, it was so fun. We're so stoked with the way it's turned out. So
Was it actually like ash or dirt at the beginning?
we actually created our own ash.
Right.
So the idea was, the concept was kind of like starting off. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Pompeii, but the big volcanic eruption and all the bodies in the ash and then still. That's kind of was the opening scene for that video, and then the animated coming to life. So it was a very, very fun concept to play with.
Oh, and then did you film it all one day?
Yeah, most of it one day. I came back for a couple of little solo shots, but we tried to just smash it out because we had people coming from all over the place to chip in and help. So yeah.
And then did like the video clip inspire the music, or the, like, did you have the image that led to the song, or both of us?
Yeah, I would say I kind of had a concept and I storyboarded it out, and I took kind of the core themes of the lyrics, which is kind of like a resurrection metaphor, so coming up from the ashes.
Yeah.
And tried to tie that into a little narrative that would go within the video.
Yeah, Sarah really took like charge for the music video. I kind of stepped back and was like,
play guitar.
I just want to look good in the video. I play guitar,
Slap a
but
mask on it.
and it came together amazing. Like there was a really good group of people that came together and did that performance, part of the performance, and it was a big step. Like I think we got in at like 12 in the day and didn't leave till like 1 in the morning or something.
It
It
was
was
crazy.
crazy.
Thank goodness for good friends. Thanks.
Yeah. Are you gonna do some more video clips? Are there more?
Definitely got things. Yeah. So yeah, watch this space. We're gonna have more fun.
Yeah. Should do one in each environment, one in the ocean.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Elemental stuff.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then, so where do you like want to take Veratie? Ultimate goal.
That's a big question.
Big question.
Yeah.
The answer is pretty big as well. I guess it's like as far as we can go. Like we want to really push and make this something. Like it's not just a hobby band. It's for us. It's a business. It's like okay, we've just spent the last 3 to 4 years developing the music, creating different assets, investing a lot of time and money into making this a great project because we want to put it out there and for people to like it. Like we're freaking stoked with it.
Yeah.
But we want people to kind of come on that journey, love the music as well, and just keep building from there.
Yeah.
And then, because you're working with David Dean style, is it kind of like it would be scary? Because for myself going into business, it's so like exciting and scary. What am I doing? And this is shit. This is great. This is shit. What am I doing?
That journey.
Yeah. So, do you have any like fears or a strategy that you think is going to help you like crack? Because like you've got such a good sound. Like, how do you get it heard?
We're very lucky that we have some wonderful people, and we're lucky with David Dean from Hostile to Turn is one of those pivotal people. We certainly wouldn't have made the steps forward that we have without his assistance and his insider knowledge. I know for myself, I'm more of a creative brain than a business logical brain. So it's all about connections. I really feel like if you're doing it on your own, it's going to be a long, hard slog, and it's probably going to break your heart. You know, if you don't have a team around you, if you don't have good people around you, if you gather that little community, everything is a lot smoother, and you have that safety net. You know, when you do stuff up, they're there to help you and support you. So that's the thing that allays my fears a little bit. Is just having a community around us.
Unfortunately, like the music industry, everyone knows everyone.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so good. Because then, would you like to? Are you going to tour?
Yeah, I think that's definitely on the cards when the time's right. What do you think?
Yeah, it's definitely it's part of it. Hey, like part of getting your name out there and getting the music out there is that touring. It's something we've been holding off a little bit while getting the songs to a good standard and the music videos. Like there's a lot of time and kind of capital to throw into that.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure we get those assets out as best as we can before looking into that touring. So for the time being, it'll probably be more local gigs, or if we can support.
Southeast Queensland based.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because we want to make sure that what we're presenting is our best. And I think as hard as it is, like we're anxious to like get it all out there and look at what we've made.
Yeah.
But you know, because we have been working on it for a long time.
By the time the 10th one comes out, you're like, next.
Ready for the next thing for sure. But yeah, we are taking our time and just making sure that we're really happy with what we're putting out.
Yeah.
It's true to who we are, and it's music that people can connect to. I think that's the most important thing, and then we can look at touring. And for the moment, Southeast Queensland, and then we'll see what else we can.
What's the worst thing when you're in a band and you're like, that's sick, but it's nothing to like listen to?
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably better to have everything
Ready to go.
Yeah.
Do
you have any like festivals that you'd like to hit up?
Oh man,
sensitive topic.
There's so many. I mean,
top three.
I think something like Good Things would be incredible.
Oh, yeah. Good Things would be up there. 100%.
Good Things, Not Fest, like those ones that are like more kind of maybe specific. But honestly, like we're open to any and all. I think one of the benefits of maybe our music is we're kind of in the middle of the road. We're not heavy. We're not super poppy. We're kind of a mix.
Like gateway.
Yeah. So we can kind of fit on a few different lineups, which is nice. So we're open to kind of any opportunities.
Yeah.
And then do you have anything special planned for your opening? Because how many songs will be out by then? To be 4?
So
For the launch gig in October, it'll just be the one.
Yeah.
So we're gonna drop one song
doing one every 6 weeks.
every 2 months.
Every 2 months.
Yeah. So we're really
Mark, you will be over it by the time.
It's a hard song, but we're willing to do it to get our music out there and get it to you guys. So yeah.
So then are you gonna play more? Sure.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll have a nice juicy set for you guys. And
do you do ever any covers?
Yeah, we do chuck a couple in there just to spice things.
Oh yeah.
Just a couple. I think people love something familiar, but as with any cover we do, we try and make it our own.
Do you have any outfits?
Oh yeah, we're actually talking about aesthetic a little bit. I love costumes. If you know anything about me, you know I have a whole like costume wardrobe. Any chance to dress up, and definitely getting on stage is no exception.
Yeah.
Like, so it's always interesting.
Yeah.
For sure.
Any belly dancing?
Oh, we're definitely not ruling it out. It
Yeah.
could be down the line. We could incorporate some dances. That'd be fun. Wouldn't it?
On stage?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be fun.
That'd be
good.
good. Be like a precinct first.
Yeah.
Have belly dancing.
And we're all for like collaboration, so we love kind of working within the community with other creative people.
Yeah.
So where there can be some like crossover stuff, that'd be super fun.
Yeah. That would be cool. Something like all these like visions.
Welcome to my room.
So what do you guys do like every day?
Everyday life.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, a lot of it is band work. Like my kind of job that pays the bills at the moment is support work.
Yeah.
So I sort of work with young fellas like 18 to 25, and normally I try and pull in a bit of the like music and a little bit of like animation to try and upskill them.
Listen, have you heard this band? They're called Veratie. They're really good.
Yeah. You know, I throw some hints in there, a bit of subtle promotion. By the way, come to our gig.
Yeah.
Push a little bit of that. But yeah, so that's like my job that pays the bills. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty lucky, good job, but I'm just trying to throw as much time as possible into into the band. So it's like, okay, that's enough to pay the bills. Rest of the time is okay, build the band.
So what's your kind of like role in building the band?
My role is mostly the beat making. So I'll come up with the tracks, I'll send them to Sarah to check out and write over them. And then I do, it's kind of like a bit of a spread of some of the bookkeeping stuff.
Yeah.
Like the website, we just built a website and we tied in a little bit of the animation. So I've got like pretty cool like feature animation for that. Setting up the gigs, we've got to have the tracks playing. So whenever we jam, just prepping the new set lists and tracks. And sort of looking to dive into more of the kind of creating different visual aspects like animations or CGI for upcoming music videos and things like
Do
that.
you actually create them yourself?
I'm kind of in the process of figuring it, working that, figuring it out.
YouTube tutorials.
Yeah, exactly. ChatGPT.
Yeah.
All comes in handy.
Yeah. And who's like the hustler?
In what sense?
Probably both for different things.
Yeah.
That's good. That works.
Yeah.
Like hustling for gigs and stuff.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
So
Maybe.
do that.
Yeah, Dave definitely helps there. But
You do a fair bit of that, Sarah. Like
to sort of touch on something I said earlier, it is all about connections. So I'm always at gigs. I'm always chatting to people, and honestly, you don't have to force anything when you have those connections. With people.
It's true.
So just being out there and talking to other bands, not being shy, just going up and having a chat and say, hey, that was a great set.
Yeah.
And it's amazing what can flourish out of that, just those tiny little conversations become someone that you end up touring with, or this person knows this awesome videographer doing the video, so for me it's just being involved in the scene and just chatting to people, and that's I guess how I bring that things.
Have you done any backyard gigs?
Oh yeah, that would be fun.
You just need to find is it the right backyard, the right neighbours?
Yeah. No, that would be cool. We've done private gigs for mates and things like that, which have been pretty cool.
Oh, that'd be so good. Yeah, that'd be fun. You just use their place.
Yeah, definitely.
That's right.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about the cleanup then.
That's it.
Yeah.
We do have a private party coming up after someone's 50th, and they've got a massive property way out west somewhere. No worry, there's no neighbours around, so that kind of stuff's fun. Yeah.
Where would be like your dream venue to perform?
Oh gosh, I feel like it's really funny that we were so lucky to be given the opportunity to play at the Truth. So many bands are like would love to play there, and we've had that opportunity. We're very grateful for that.
That's lovely.
Is there one that sticks out in your mind, Connor?
Not really. I'm not very in that I want to play this venue, this thing
more than like the bands you want to play with rather than
more bands. Yeah.
Who would be like your dream?
I mean, it
Is it like a
obviously.
low level
Yeah.
drink, a mid level
Yeah,
drink, or a big?
how hard are you talking?
Next year and then 10 years.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
I love Northlane. I'd love to play with Northlane.
Yeah.
They're an incredible, I guess quite electronic, synthy based metal band. They're really cool. They'd be fun. There's another band called Relica, which are from Sydney or Melbourne, very like proggy metal, amazing front woman, just quirky, fun, takes on a journey, so they'd be fun to play with.
Yeah, I agree. Those two would be like the pick to go.
Yeah.
It's hard to get support because like their bookers have their connections and then their particular. Because when I was working at the station, it was everyone's like, "Can I support?" I'm like, too hard now. They ain't budging.
I think that's where it helps having someone like Dean on board who he kind of knows the background stuff that and maybe reach people that you would want to like a little emerging band,
Yeah. How did you like find Dave? Just talking again.
So Dave, we both met him independently really, and then we're like, we're talking about the same dude. So I was under a music mentor for a while. She's a local lady, Andrew Kerwin.
Oh, yeah.
So she kind of helped me step into my voice, which was an amazing experience.
Awesome.
But sort of metal's not really her jam, but she knew of Dave and she's like, there's this awesome metal dude in here, or you should meet him. And then how did you end up meeting Dave?
For me, it was like through a couple different ways as well. I think the first time might have been at the PCYC. We had a mutual friend who I was jamming with there, and brought Dave in and had a bit of a chat to Dave there. But I know my lecturer, Andy Ward, also put us in touch for a little bit of, I think it was a pedal or some gigs or something, which is cool.
Yeah, right. Andy knows everyone too.
Yeah.
One of those people that knows everyone.
Yeah. I went to when I first launched Locals on the Web. I was like, help me. I was like, do you want to post this in the uni board, please? Any other gigs that are coming up that you're looking forward to?
Yeah, I guess we've got a couple coming up with the releases. So we have the one here at the Presynct, which will be for our Ashes release.
Yeah.
It's Friday the 11th.
Yeah. October.
Of October. Yes, let's clarify the month.
Yes.
A long
We'll
weekend.
work up September, don't they?
Oh, is it?
I think last one weekend.
You double check.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then after that, for our following release, we're kind of just being strategic about our gigs at the moment. We're not doing gigs and things.
Yeah,
we're kind of just focusing on some release gigs. So our next one after that will be a festival in Brisbane called Polyfest at Mansfield Tavern. So that's headed up by an awesome metal band called With a Hollow and a whole heap of local metal bands. So it's going to be a super cool. So that is the November the 30th. That one.
And have you ever had any embarrassing moments on stage?
You're laughing, so you can start.
I think there's probably the one that we could both agree on. Okay. So
you can tell the story.
Yeah. So that gig, the
very first gig.
the way Sarah and I met. So for that uni project, it was to play at a gig at the Met. It was kind of like
that weird, awkward group you do it out.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one. And so the night before, we'd gone in to do a prep at the uni, and I had backing tracks running, and it was the very first time I'd ever run backing tracks. We'd done a number of practices before and tested, it was all good. And we're getting a sound check, and one of my mates who was sound checking, she's like, why don't you put them on the same line in the door? Because I had them on separate lines and I was muting them, which makes a lot of sense because then you don't accidentally play a bunch of them at the same time. And so I did that, but I didn't time adjust it, and we didn't crack it through again until we went on stage. So we went on stage, we did our sound check. The first song was all good, it was in time.
Yeah.
Sound check was amazing, we were so stoked. As the day goes on, it's like the coldest night in Richardor, the highest winds, like we're up there, my hands are literally getting frostbite, right? I had a migraine as well, so I was not having a good time. God. And we get up there and it's like, we get to the second song and it's the syncing, like our drummer is playing to a different track, tempo, that is coming out of the front speakers.
Oh my God.
So when they're panicking, I'm trying to fix the backing tracks. That happened for two of the tracks.
But people just like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And we
they tried.
Yeah. Bless them. They're trying really hard.
So it was like...
It was a mess. It was kind of like everything that could go wrong went wrong on our very first show.
Oh my God.
And it was freezing cold, as you said, but we looked fabulous because the wind was blowing, my dress was doing this, my hair was, we looked amazing. But yeah, the way we saw it is like, okay, that's everything that could possibly go wrong in a show for our first show. We're sweet now. For the rest of our career, no more issues.
How many songs did you have to perform?
There's only 4. Like, it was a small set. Thank God. Yeah.
Fun times.
And have you ever been drunk on stage?
All the time. Is there any other way to be up on stage?
I don't know how people do that. I'm like, if I ever won, I'm like, okay, bedtime.
I can't actually. I don't drink on stage because I go completely out of tune. So maybe one or two is my limit, but I can't drink on stage because unfortunately my body is my instrument. So.
Yeah. What's your go-to beverage?
I'm a bourbon girl.
Oh yeah, I love this little whiskey girl.
It's really beautiful here at Presynct. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Yeah, I'd say bourbon girl. If I was to pick a cocktail, it would be old-fashioned.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And what's yours?
Gotta be beer, Asahi, or dark spirits. Yeah.
I thought you were just gonna say it's gotta be beer. Asahi, that's different. What's advice you give to musicians, up and coming musicians? Don't do it. Stay in school.
Yeah. Honestly, I think if I'd seen the road to get to this point, I probably would have thought twice.
Yeah.
But
in terms of it's just like long slogs. So.
Yeah, like it does. There are definitely times where you feel like, oh my god, I'm just kind of slogging through. Like I'm not seeing much change, but still like putting that time in, and that can be like, I don't know, can weigh you down or can be a bit frustrating. But I think you just got to hang in and keep pushing forward and not quit on the dream.
Yeah.
I think for me, it really helps to form connections with people who are maybe a little bit ahead of you in the journey. So having those connections with people who are kind of have gone through what you're experiencing. To go to and go, oh my gosh, this is happening. This is scary. Whatever it is.
Here's my diary.
And that's really helpful. Having people that you can talk to who have a little bit maybe more experience than you. You have to be willing to face yourself a lot when you're doing creative things, whether it's music or otherwise.
That's where the creative brilliance comes from.
That's it. So it can be a challenge at sometimes, but it's also incredibly rewarding when you think of, I just think we're so privileged to be able to share what we're sharing.
That's going to be my next question is like, what's the most rewarding? Is it like creating or like performing for people or like when it gets released on Spotify? You would know yet?
Yeah.
Someday.
We're going up in a week.
Definitely this moment.
For me, like maybe my definition of success is a little bit different to the usual. For me, like genuineness is what it comes back to me. If I have an opportunity to share truly my heart on something and I know that it's coming out of a really true place, maybe that's where Veratie comes from. Veratie is sort of the essence of being true.
Yeah.
That's success to me. So the most rewarding thing for me is being able to genuinely express myself, and if it means something to someone, that's the most rewarding thing for me. So we're just on the cusp of releasing this music, so hopefully our songs do hit home for some people. That would be the most rewarding.
Speaking on behalf of myself.
For me, I think it's the actual making of the music. So yeah, I find I can get lost for like hours at a time just beat making or making the song, and then getting to like trying to find solutions for it if there are things that I reckon could sound better, like just experimenting that way, and then at the end going, like I made this, I feel like this is good, like I'm happy with this. I'd say that's probably the most thing for me. Like in terms of gigs, like I'm not the biggest fan of the kind of live aspect.
Really?
Yeah,
Do you
definitely.
like the adrenaline rush on stage? Or?
I like it after. I like getting off stage going, that was sick, like it's vibing with the music. And getting up there, like punters are paying to come see a show, like I want to put in, still give it everything I got, but it's definitely not the aspect.
The stress.
And the lead up is probably the most kind of stressful. We have everything, and it's all set and prepped.
Have you ever like forgotten the song on stage?
I forgot the song on stage.
Like stage fright?
Probably like missed the lyrics here and there. Played wrong, like missed the wrong kind of chords or notes and gone, And then
Like
that's how
someone else knows most
That's
of the
it.
stuff.
Like if it's new music, no one knows
Yeah.
what it's supposed to
Yeah.
sound like.
It's
No one
just
knows
jazz,
what
guys.
Poker face.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
totally jazz.
it's supposed to happen.
Oh.
I've totally forgotten a whole verse once. I just sang the first one.
Oh,
Again,
really?
And no one noticed. So.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
At least I used to like freak out and just like blank when I was dancing, and I'd just be like, walk off. It's so bad. So at least you can do that.
I think it's such a good thing to be able to laugh at yourself.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you're very visibly stuffed up, I think it's kind of endearing
Yeah.
to go, oh, nice, you know, to acknowledge it and to be able to laugh at yourself. I think is
Yeah.
a really good thing.
Exactly, because like no one like cares at the end of it. Not cares, but they like.
No one cares as much as you do
Yeah,
anyway.
exactly.
So.
That's right. So you have merch yourself?
Yeah, we got so much.
Is the masks merch?
Yeah, so we've got sort of Ashes specific merch. So
Oh,
this is a limited run of masks that I've handmade. So they're melted and signed. They take a few days to make actually because they've got many, many layers of paint and lacquer and gold
how'd you
leaf.
crack it?
So it's a special glaze that you put over it.
I wonder if I can.
And they're actually UV reactive, so when you shine
Whoa.
black light on them, they glow.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So there's sort of a replica of the Ashes mask that you'll see in our video coming up. Only 10 available of these. Labour of love, definitely.
Yeah.
But we're really happy with them. Also for gigs, like I'm
Oh,
imagining
yeah.
these at gigs with black light, they would
Yeah.
be mad.
Are you gonna wear them on stage?
Maybe. We
Yeah.
definitely could.
I can just like come on stage in the dark and just go poof lights.
Yeah, that'd be mad. And we have these special edition hoodies. Now we've only got a couple of these left. These actually sold really quick, guys.
So how do you sell? Just like on your website?
Yeah, through Facebook, people just message us.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
So we've got these hoodies. They're really warm. We've got the Veratie V logo on the back. And on the back, we have this artwork from actually a local artist, Ali Faye. And it's sort of this phoenix lady.
Oh, that's what's been on you.
Yeah. So up from the ashes, that's where it's from here. So yeah, hit us up if you would like one.
That's cool.
Yeah,
And
pretty happy
more
with
merch
those.
coming.
More merch coming.
More merch.
We do have some, if you like the basic shirts, we put our
Yeah,
this one here.
rocking the Veratie shirt.
Sometimes simple
Crew
squish.
tee?
Yeah, OGT.
With the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And a
oh
couple
yeah.
of other bits and pieces, but
Oh,
Yeah.
exciting. Then where did Veratie come from? It was you said
yeah. So Veratie means like the essence of being true. So it's a deeply held belief of truth. So I guess that's where our music comes from. It comes from a deep and true place in us.
yeah.
So
That's definitely like comes through your story and your lyrics and everything.
do you have an interpretation of that, Connor?
Verity. I think were you saying the Latin derived
Yeah, it
from
comes
the
from
Latin
Veritas. Yeah.
Veritas, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
It's catchy.
Yeah.
It does get mispronounced a lot. So
Yeah.
you get Veratie a lot. Or
Veratie,
Veratie.
no way.
And that's probably our fault because we've
Spelled it a
the
bit
spelling a
differently,
little
yeah.
bit. So it's
It's
not.
very
Yeah, yeah.
Just had a picture Cartman saying it from South Park. Verity.
Anything else? You'd like to?
I think that's it. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I guess just Ashes, the new single's dropping 1st of September, Father's Day, so be sure to check it out.
12 a.m.
Oh, man.
Is it 12 a.m.?
12 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
Stay up late. Saturday night, like, move everyone.
That's right, that's right.
And then, so 1st of September, Veratie Ashes. I was going to say it wrong now. And then October, the 11th.
11th.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
Yeah.
For
Tickets will
our
be live soon.
Ashes release
That's it.
right here.
Yeah. See you soon. Thank you.